northeast winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 60s. Northeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour with gusts to around 25 miles an hour. Thursday through Friday, partly cloudy. Highs in the lower 80s. Lows in the upper 60s. Friday night through Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid 60s. Highs in the lower 80s. Monday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 80s. Sunrise and sunset information from Miami. Sunrise Monday, 6:54. Sunset Monday, 5:30. Sunrise Tuesday, 6:55. Sunset Tuesday, 5:30. The forecast ultraviolet index for Tuesday is 5. This exposure level is in the moderate category. The next four times at the Miami Harbor entrance are low tide, Tuesday, 12:29 a.m. High tide, Tuesday, 11:16 a.m.
Alrighty, my friends, what is going on, you guys, and welcome back to another live forecast for you guys. Hope y'all are doing amazing. Glad to have you guys here for today. Once again, my friends, thank you all so much for joining us this Monday night. Once again, hope everyone is doing all right. Let's go ahead and see who is actually here in the chat. Let's go ahead and see. We have ourselves Tony. Let's see here. Theodore's here. Brady's here. Caden's here. Let's see. Emily's here as well. What's up? Hope you guys are doing all right. Let's go ahead and take a look here at something before we get on into it. I do want to go ahead and show you guys something really, really cool before we dive into it. So apparently this is supposed to be a members-only forecast, but apparently for some reason YouTube's glitching out. So I tell you what, we're just gonna have to do a normal, just a normal one for my fellows here. So if you remember or not, my friends, this was supposed to be a members-only live stream, but you know what? Who cares? Whatever. But anyways, my friends, hope y'all are doing all right. Glad to have you guys here for today. We got ourselves a bit to talk about, but first, before we do, depending on where it went, give me 1 second, you guys. So, there is a new family. We have some new family here on the NWW 116 team. We have my new kitten. I just adopted her, or about to adopt her. Her name is either going to be Stormy, or it is going to be Doppler. One of the two, Stormy or Doppler. I was thinking Stormy because she's like gray, and honestly, kind of resembles the storm cloud in some aspects, so I think she could be named Doppler. She might be named Doppler. We'll see how that goes. But she's a little squirmy, a little bit of camera shy, but we'll make sure to fix that because, you know, she'll be part of the channel here. She'll be the weather cat for our channel. But anyways, my friends, hope everyone is doing all right. Once again, glad to have you guys here. Just starting to see a lot of people join in. Let's see. Caden says I'm sick today. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, there, Caden. Hope that you do better soon. Hopefully, you get. Absolutely hope that you do get better soon. Let's see. Doppler sounds cuter. You like that, Emily? We'll have to do a vote. That was the original plan to actually do that on the channel, was to have a vote and to see, you know, what you guys think it should be. Let's go and see your Proxy with a $35 donation. Proxy, thank you so much for that. Big shout out goes to you. Wow, Proxy, thank you so much. Seriously, super, super nice. Let's go see. Good to be here for the best weather forecaster on YouTube. Also, hi, mods and family. What's up? Like I said, this was supposed to be a members-only live stream, but for some reason YouTube was glitching. So you can still see the title still says personal members forecast, but you know, this is basically just going to be for everybody now. For some reason, it just decided that it wanted to do so. But anyways, let's go and see here. Vicky says, "Oh, Andrew, she is perfect." Yeah, I love that cat. But I ended up adopting her. I'm going to here soon, and she'll be part of the family. Absolutely. So, anyway, so before we go ahead and dive on into things, my friends, you guys are probably wondering what we're talking about here today. There's a few topics. We have the topic of snow on our minds across the north. Yet again, we're going to have to talk about that. We're also talking about the tropics. There is a system out in the Atlantic. Now, before we dive into that, I'm going to go ahead and say has no concerns of impacting the United States. It is in the central Atlantic, really poses no concerns at all. So, honestly, looking relatively fine. Anyways, let's go ahead and see here. So Judith, like I said, Debbie, Craig, we'll get to your forecast here in a moment. Just give me 1 second. We're going to talk about the overall things first, and then we're going to dive into more local standpoints. We just need to understand what is currently kicking off across the way. So, anyways, here's a live satellite view across the nation. We got ourselves a bit of cloud cover across the southeastern United States. We're going to switch this on over here. Broadway, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Big shout out goes to you, Broadway. Thank you so much. Very, very nice of you. Once again, thank you guys so much for your support. You guys absolutely rock. But we're going to switch on over here to the radar view just so we can get a view and see what is currently kicking off across the way. So right now, as we are currently filming this or currently doing this live stream, there's a bit of rain across the southeast. It's kicking off South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama. So those areas is experiencing some rain across portions of the southeast. A little bit of snow across the upper northwest, across portions of Montana into North Dakota. Now I'm going to tell you this. There's a lot more snow to come across those regions. So we're going to have to watch out for that here. Let's go ahead and see here. Brady says, hi, NW. What's set on the store for Central Texas? Brady, we'll get to that here in a moment. Like I said, we're going to take a look here at the overall big picture, and then we'll dive into the local standpoint for you guys specifically. But like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, like I said, obviously, welcome. Hope you guys are doing all right. Now, I'm trying to grab our special guest for today's live stream. This right here is my new cat. I got her. I actually ended up adopting her. And like I said, her name is either going to be Stormy or it's going to be Doppler. I still have to figure that out. Obviously, still got to figure that out. This little cute cat. I mean, look at that face. Can you, say no to that face? Look, she's already into the camera. Oh, she just smacked you guys. That's not very nice. We'll work that out here over the years and stuff like that. But anyways, yep, it's my new cat. If you guys are just joining here, like I said, we're gonna do a vote on the channel eventually. I'm trying to think of some names, and we're gonna do an overall vote. But like I said, rain across the southeast, pretty dry across the south of the United States here. A little bit of moisture across those mountain ranges across the way here, and across the north. So honestly, looking relatively like nothing really too crazy is happening here as of right now. So anyways, my friends, now we need to take it a step further. We need to go into the models. We need to see what's expected over the next 3 days, because honestly, I'm a little bit concerned for areas in the Tennessee Valley. We're going to talk about those areas here right now. So let's go ahead and switch on over here to the models. So I'm really a little concerned across the Tennessee Valley. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But like I said, seriously, we are indeed going to be seeing a lot of rainfall. So right now, there's already a bit of rain that's currently going over, as we just now have determined. And like I said, there's actually another system that is going to be moving through. So there's actually a bit of flooding concerns across the Tennessee Valley. We'll talk about where here in a second. But that is kind of what we're looking at here. Let's go and see here. Oh my gosh, she's so cute, says Z-Nick. All too adorable. Absolutely. Yeah, I really love that cat. But yep, she's now a part of the NWW16 family. She will be a part of the family, so we will have to come up with a name for her here relatively soon. We'll have to do that. Let's go and see. Travis says, what's up, Andrew? What's up? Hope you're doing all right. Glad to have you here, Travis. But anyways, on the models here, if we take it down here in time, we're actually going to drop a model run because that one is new. But you can see how there's going to be another shot of moisture that starts to really pull up across the central U.S., eventually tracking eastward, pretty much for the 8th. As you can see here, kind of for the 7th and 8th, we're going to have another shot of moisture. So really a lot of rain is in the forecast for a lot of the Tennessee Valley. I mean, especially for areas here in Tennessee. We're going to really have to watch this closely. We're going to have to really pay attention to this here, because obviously that is going to potentially have some problems with flooding. Anyways, but like I said, also, across the northern U.S., we're going to have to watch out for some snow, and we're going to really dive into that here in 1 second. So, but before we go ahead and move on into that, we do need to talk about the Hurricane Center. Like I said, we do have one active system we are monitoring here out in the central Atlantic. Overall, chances is a 50-50 shot of this thing forming into a tropical system, or it would be a subtropical system. What that basically meaning is that the surface temperatures here of the ocean is not warm enough for tropical storm development. Although development of the system, this low pressure system, is expected to really strengthen into hurricane-like winds, and it is going to track its way up here to the northeast. But overall formation through the next 5 days is clocking in at a median 50% chance. So it's a 50-50 shot. It could happen, could not. Honestly, it's a 50-50 shot here. Formation through the next 2 days or 48 hours is at a 40% chance. So honestly, has a better chance of not forming in the next 2 days than it does, just by about a 10% difference, which honestly really isn't too much. But anyway, so we're just gonna have to watch out for this here. Hurricane Center talked about it a little bit. As you can see here, large, complex area of low pressure located in the central subtropical Atlantic. Like I said, obviously around the regions where the waters are below 26 degrees Celsius, which makes it subtropical rather than tropical. Also, right there at that, that latitudinal line. But anyways, regarding that, like I said, something we should watch out for, but it's not going to have any impacts on the U.S. In any formal way. So really, for us, it's nothing to worry about. Absolutely. I just want to go ahead and get that. Like I said, if you guys hear this on the news, please don't panic, because I'm not going to list any names, but there has been a few people that I've seen on the weather community talk about this system, and they hype everybody up, and they're like, oh yeah, it's not going to hit anywhere. I find something wrong with that. I find hyping things up like this to be very wrong. It could obviously, spread fear, which is very unnecessary. First of all, we should never completely panic over these events here. I understand the reasons why, but I've seen some weather YouTubers and other weather people, like I said, once again, I'm not saying any names, but I've seen some people say that basically hype up these thumbnails, hype up these, these titles and all kinds of stuff like that to really say that this in particular system is going to be pretty crazy, which, like I said, it's not even supposed to have any main impacts on land at all. So if you hear anything on the news talking about this and it makes it seem like it's the end of the world, it's not. It's not. It's really not going to have too many impacts. This is going to be a storm for the fish out there in the Atlantic. Not going to be any big concern here. So anyway, so across the Eastern Pacific, really dead. It is past hurricane season. We just now, last week, crossed from hurricane season into non-hurricane season. So right now we're not in hurricane season at all, which is good, but there's a little area we are going to watch out for. We're definitely going to keep an eye on this guy here. We'll see what does happen here. Also, since we're on the topic of, the Storm Prediction Center and the Hurricane Center and all kinds of stuff like that, or the Hurricane Center, we should talk about the severe weather that's expected. So as of now, for tonight, no severe storms is expected. We have a chance for a few little thunderstorms, a few rumbles of thunder being possible across portions of the Tennessee Valley. I mean, we're talking northern Alabama, northern Georgia, northern Mississippi. The entirety of Tennessee has the possibility of this. Portions of western, north, and South Carolina, and portions of southern Kentucky. Obviously, these little areas here as well. Looking out for a few thunderstorms. Nothing too crazy. Here for tomorrow, we got a pretty long chance, or a pretty large area, I should say, for the possibility of a few thunderstorms. Once again, not supposed to be severe. No tornadoes, no damaging winds or hail is expected with them. Anything severe is not expected. But the thunderstorm risk grows for Wednesday. Actually really getting pretty daggone large here. I mean, we're literally looking all the way from western Texas up to the northeastern United States with a thunderstorm risk being possible. Looking out for the possibility of maybe just some thunderstorm activity here for Wednesday across portions of the Central Plains, Central Southern Plains, Southern Midwest, Tennessee Valley, Mid-Atlantic, into the Northeast. We're going to need to watch out for some storms here. And anything on the long range regarding, really for the next several days, it really is not expected here. First of all, let's go ahead and fix this because for some reason the site's being pretty stupid. But for really the next 4 to 8 days, nothing is on the table. Honestly, it's relatively fine here. Theodore, we'll get to zip codes here in a moment. Like I said, here's the outlook here for the next few days. Day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really, nothing is in the table here for any severe weather. So, Hurricane Center, talking about that hurricane, that quote-unquote hurricane that is expected to form here is developing, staying out at sea, no concerns for any bodies of land, and no severe weather is on the table, although just a little bit of thunderstorm activity. But like I said, so now we're going to move into what I find concerning. There's a few things that we do need to discuss here across portions of the country. We're going to go ahead and switch on over here to my other screen, to the National Weather Service forecast, so where you guys can see the bigger picture. So like I said before, there's really two areas I am a little concerned about here in the weather world over the next little bit. First of all, being the Tennessee Valley. Some of these areas here, I mean, obviously not perfect in my circle. Some of these areas here in the Tennessee Valley has got to watch out closely because we are going to see a big, basically 2 rounds of moisture driving through. The first one's actually moving through right now, and then in the next few days we're going to have another shot of moisture move through. It's basically a big jet of moisture is going to be delivering tons of rainfall across the way. My second concern is snow across portions of the north. I mean, really areas here towards like North Dakota, Montana, surrounding areas in the northern portions of the country has got to watch out for snow, as we are going to be seeing a system here, not bringing any historic amount of snow or anything like that, but it's going to bring some potential impacts along with the snow that's going to be possible. We're going to talk about the accumulations here in a second. But anyway, so like I said, really that is kind of what we're paying attention to. Obviously, these temperatures are very cold as well. Just take a look at this here for tonight. Temperatures are going to be crashing across the country here. Here is that freezing point. You can really see just how far south that dives. And here's the freezing, or here's the 0 point. Anything up here, this is all below 0 Fahrenheit, below 0 Fahrenheit, which is very cold. So across this areas here, there's your main freezing line. Across the southeast, I mean, really is actually supposed to be pretty warm for the most part. I mean, we're talking mid-60s, which honestly is doable. But like I said, really across the northern U.S., yeah, that's when we're going to really start to feel those temperatures. Tomorrow's maximum temperature is really warm across southeast, still very cold across the north. And tomorrow night, look at that. Temperatures here maybe getting into the negative 10 plus mark, which is nuts. That's going to be very, very cold. Anyway, so here now we're going to move into the overall precipitation as mentioned before. You can see here is the precipitation that's expected over the next 48 hours or the next 2 days. So if we take a look here across the Ohio Valley, look at this. This is kind of how much rain we are seeing being possible over the next 2 days. This is not total storm amount. This is basically for the next 2 days, basically ending here on December 7th at 6 p.m. So basically we have ourselves for the next 2 days. Now, like I said before, really, we got to be watching out for these rain accumulations. As of now, the forecast has it for portions of north of central Tennessee and portions of south Kentucky here potentially could get 2+ inches of rainfall. Now, you might be saying, well, that's really, not too much, but 2 inches of rain can honestly pose some concerns. Honestly, it depends on the area here, but a lot of places have been pretty dry. So we got to watch out for these areas. Really got to watch out for some of these grounds here in the Tennessee Valley, as we could see a decent amount of rainfall across the way here. Really stretching down. There's a big band of rain, as mentioned here, really diving through. You guys can see these accumulations here based off of the map. So this is the official forecast in regarding to what is expected in the next 2 days. So flooding, honestly, I'd say could be possible for the next few days. We'll watch out for that. Any of that regarding snow is not expected. No ice either. And maximum wind gust is expected to remain mostly under 20 miles an hour for the majority. So that's kind of what we are talking about. So that was kind of the first topic. So the next thing we're going to talk about here before we move into the personal forecast, I promise you guys it's getting close. I just want to talk about the snow across the north. Because like I said, there is a big chance we could see some decent snowfall across portions of the northern U.S. Regarding some of these areas here. So anyway, so first of all, my friends, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this here. So in regarding to what we can expect, with these upcoming snowfall. So over the next 48 hours, there is a decent chance we actually could see anywhere from 1 to 3 inches, stretching all the way from portions of central to northern Minnesota. The entirety of here, honestly, for most of the entirety of North Dakota is in the risk here of seeing at least 1 to 3 inches. Some of these areas here more in the central, south central areas of the state could potentially see more, maybe even close to 3 to 5. It's possible. Now, as we move our way here more to the west, towards like Montana, which you can't even see that line. Or actually, we're gonna zoom this out a little bit further here. That line extends all the way, just scraping the northern portion here of the country. And this is over the next 48 hours, by the way. Remember, this is over the next 2 days. So basically from today until the 7th. This is until the 7th at 7 p.m. So this expires at 7 on the 7th at 7 p.m. So obviously, like I said, as mentioned before, really places here in the north is really crazy. Proxy gifted 10 memberships. Proxy, thank you so much for that. Big shout out goes to you. Let's see, Vezer, please, I'll get to you here in a second, guys. Like I said, we're going to take a look here at the zip codes here in a second. But Proxy, thank you seriously so much for that. Big shout out goes to you as well. You are an absolute legend there, Proxy. Thank you seriously so much. But like I said, obviously we got to watch out for that snow across the north. And that's going to be a potential impact. So between snow in the north and the rain in the Tennessee Valley, we're going to have some problems regarding some potential impacts here. But that's what's going on there for my friends. That is what we're looking at here as of right now. So I tell you what, it is that time, my friends. Let's go ahead and do some personal forecast for y'all. Like I said, once again, we were expecting this just to be a members-only live stream, but apparently YouTube is messed up. So, and it set it to be public, which I don't mind. Obviously, I just wanted to give back to our members and stuff like that. Which we'll be doing a members-only forecast here very soon. It was supposed to be today, but obviously that didn't work out too well. But it is what it is, my friends. But yeah, Proxy, once again, thank you so much. So here we go. So, all right, my friends. So next person, go ahead and throw down your zip codes, and we'll go ahead and get started. I know the people who have sent me those back in the chat, you're going to have to repost them. Because I'm not going to go back and look at the old comments and stuff like that, because I would get lost with the new comments and stuff like that. So just tag down your zip code, and we'll get to as many as we possibly can. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and switch on back here to the radar view. Take a look here while I reset this page here. But yeah, like I said, if there's a location you guys would be interested in me looking at regarding the overall stuff like that, here we go. We've got the zip codes coming in now. So first up, we're going to have ourselves... Brady. So Brady was here first here when I just said that. So Brady, for you, my friend, taking a look here at 76513. 76513. It's across portions of Belton, Texas. Right here towards Temple, Texas. So for you, my friend, as of right now, in the current land, and regarding the current weather, really nothing happening. It looks relatively dry. Obviously, there's that far rain to the southeastern United States, but that's far away from you. So honestly, we're looking pretty good. Now, regarding the upcoming temperatures and stuff like that, so this is what we do for our personal forecast. If you guys are curious to know what we do for these, I'm going to show you guys right now. So once again, pretty dry for you right now, my friend. Now, if we switch on over here to the main screen, once again, you're located kind of around in these areas here. You're basically in central Texas, so we can just take a reference here. So these are our minimum temperatures. These are our temperatures expected tonight. We're talking, honestly, pretty nice into the mid to upper 60s is going to be possible, kind of located more into the mid 60s for tonight. Tomorrow, temperatures are going to rise up into the upper 70s. Tomorrow night, dropping down into the mid 60s. Obviously, here for the 8th, temperatures are going to rise up into the upper 70s. So getting a little bit warmer. Actually, yeah, getting a little bit warmer there. Regarding any precipitation over the next 48 hours, it's going to remain mostly dry, but there is a little bit of rain for northern Texas that is set to fall. So for the most part, you're going to remain dry for the most part for where you are at, you being specifically in Texas. No snow on the horizon, no ice, and maximum wind gusts towards your area is kind of looking relatively, over the next 24 hours, I should say, looking relatively not bad, pretty much mild. I'd honestly take 10 to 20 miles an hour as possible, so really, things are looking pretty much okay. But that's for you, my friend. Like I said, that's what we do with these forecasts. We just grab an area. Like I said, if there's an area that you want us to look at, feel free to let us know. Absolutely. So that was for you there, buddy, for Brady. So there you go. Next up, we have ourselves a Lockie. Wanted me to take a look here at this area here. So Lockie is going to take a look here at 27617, 27617. This, my friend, is in Raleigh, North Carolina. Okay, so right here across portions of North Carolina. So you, my friend, there is a bit of rain that is tracking relatively just to your west and to your south. As you can see there in the radar view currently happening right now, you can actually see there is a little bit of moisture moving its way towards the region here for now. Now, regarding for you, with any precipitation that's expected, once again, you're, like I said, towards Raleigh, it's possible you could see a little bit of precipitation. We're going to take a look at that here right now. So switching on back here to the main forecast. So regarding precipitation over the next 48 hours, honestly, we are going to be seeing well under an inch. We're kind of talking about maybe 1 to 2 tenths of an inch, being honest here. So watch out for maybe a few sprinkles, but really any crazy accumulation, no, it's not. It's not expected at all for you. But that is kind of what we're looking at. So obviously, really, nothing too crazy. Now, regarding your temperatures tonight, we're talking into the mid-40s here for tomorrow maximum. Not too bad, really. Low 70s being possible here. So tomorrow night, driving down into the mid-50s, pretty warm, actually, for the nighttime hours. And then for, obviously, for the 8th, during the maximum, we're kind of talking around the upper 60s. I'd even say lower 70s being possible. And for the night of the 8th, we're talking pretty much, or sorry, I should say for the night of the 7th. Pretty much, we're talking upper 40s. I mean, really, is not too bad, depending on who you ask, honestly. I mean, obviously, if you're from the south, then that is a little cold, but if you're from the north, that's actually not too bad. I mean, it really is not too bad. Anyways, but like I said, mentioned before, precipitation really is not expected to see anything crazy. Any snow? No, not really. Ice? Not really. And basically, your maximum winds is going to be pretty much calm. Yeah, for the next 24 hours. So expect those calm conditions to be across the way. Alrighty, but that was for you, my friend, there and towards Raleigh. Let's go ahead and see who we have next. That was for Lockie. Next up, we have ourselves Vezer. Wanted me to take a look. Hopefully, I'm saying your name right. So you, my friend, are for 26739. Cross portions here. So I apparently do not have any zip code that works for you. So, Vezer, that does not work. Please give me another zip code. 29053 says Ziggy. So this is across portions of Gaston, South Carolina. 29053. All right, so my friend, you are smack dab in the middle of all this. You are literally probably, you're dealing with some rain right now. A little bit of moisture moving through. Actually, just all of this big band is pretty much crossing over you for the most part. So, obviously, is rain expected? Yeah, pretty much. Now, in regarding to the forecast, we're going to track down into the south. Like I said, obviously here towards Gaston. So, we're going to take a look here down in the south. So, we're basically going to be taking, we're basically going to be taking central South Carolina for the most part for you. Regarding our location and stuff. So let's go ahead and switch on over here to the official forecast for those temperatures here for tonight. Really not looking too bad here. You can kind of see here, which maybe if I actually switch this to this, will this be better? No, that is a lot worse. Anyway, so we're just going to have to do this. But anyways, regardless though, temperatures tonight is honestly not expected to be terrible. Lower 50s, upper 40s, I'd say is possible. Tomorrow, temperatures into the mid-70s. Not too bad. Tomorrow night, temperatures here in the upper 50s. Let's see here. Following the day after that, we're talking into the mid-70s once again for the maximum temperatures. Now, precipitation for you, honestly, we potentially could see a few tenths of an inch being possible. I'd honestly even say up to a half an inch of rain is possible. Maybe even a little bit more. No, this is over the next 48 hours, by the way. So this is over the next 2 days. And regarding the snow, nothing's on the table. Still a little too warm for all that. No ice either, and maximum winds is pretty daggone calm for the most part, as we did determine there. So for you, my friend, looking relatively fine. I have to switch back my radio. For some reason, it went into the recorded mode. Anyways, but that's for you there, my friend. Hopefully that helped you out. Let's see here. Next up, we have ourselves Nick wanted me to take a look here at. Let's see, this is for 78641, 78641. Cross portions here of Leander, Texas. This is right here towards Austin. So for you, my friend, we actually just took a look at a very similar location. So I'm not going to really spend too much time on this. But for the most part right now, it's dry. Obviously, nothing really going on here at the moment. Regarding the forecast for you, my friend, we're going to take a look here back towards central Texas. Honestly, regarding any of those temperatures, pretty warm tonight here for tomorrow. We're talking 70s for the most part, 60s following night, and obviously for day 3 being here, obviously today is Monday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, so Wednesday's day 3. So obviously for Wednesday during the daytime, once again, kind of the mid-70s expected. Precipitation for you specifically, not really expected to see much. No snow on the table, no ice on the table. Maximum winds is kind of around the honestly around the 10 to 20 mark. So honestly, that's really too crazy. But like I said, we basically went over an area there similar. So that's the reason I didn't take too long for that one. Let's see, proxy winds, we take a look here at 44132. Absolutely. Let's go take a look here at 44132 across portions here of Ohio. Right here in the northeastern side here towards Cleveland on the northeastern side. Right now, it's relatively dry for the most part. Obviously in the north, for northern Michigan, pretty far away from you, there is some snow that's falling. But for you specifically towards Cleveland, relatively fine for the most part. Really not too bad. Now, in regarding to the forecast, regarding into what you can expect here out of this stuff, just going to take a look here, back here in Ohio, kind of towards the Cleveland area. So for the forecast for you there, Proxy, regarding the temperatures here for tonight, honestly, really not too bad. I mean, for you, it might be a little cold. I know you can't really see that, so we're going to have to zoom in far for this one. There we go. So Cleveland, you can see kind of talking lower 40s is kind of expected. Like I said, lower 40s is kind of expected here. Tomorrow's temperatures into the upper 40s is going to be expected. Tomorrow night into the mid 40s. Really barely even breaking the 40s over the next 3 days between the days and the nighttime. So honestly, kind of remaining the same for the most part, Proxy. Rain over the next 48 hours is possible. Honestly, maybe up to 2/10 of an inch, maybe a little bit more. Honestly, I'd even say up to a half an inch being possible. So watch out for that there, my friend. Regarding the snowfall, yeah, nothing's on the line regarding the snow. Nothing on ice either, and maximum wind gusts potentially up to 10 to 20 miles an hour. Could be possible. So that is kind of what we're talking about. So hopefully that helped you out there, Proxy. But like I said, barely even breaking. I mean, really not even breaking that. Not even breaking that ground there of the 40s over the next 3 days. That's between the highs and the lows. I mean, literally remaining in the 40s, which is pretty crazy. Has to do. I would assume it has to do with the high humidity factor. Because where there's high humidity, it takes more time for moisture to heat up and cool down versus dry air. If the air was dry, it would probably spike a lot more violently. That's just simple, meteorology type of subject. But we're not going to dive all into that. Anyways, but that's what we're talking about here. So next up, let's go see what we just did Proxy here. Next up, we have ourselves Matthew. Why don't we take a look here? Let's go into your Matthew once we take a look here at 36319 across portions here of Columbia, Alabama. Switching on over here to the way. So Columbia, Alabama here, right far on the southeastern side. So right now there's that big jet of moisture here just to your north. Really, I mean, honestly, pretty much dry for you specifically. But for you down here, let's just see, Dothan. I think that's kind of how you pronounce that. So we're going to go off of Dothan because that's a relatively close place to you. But regarding the temperatures here for tonight, my friend, let's go and switch on over here to the official forecast. Regarding the temperatures here tonight, honestly, really not bad. We're talking into the lower 60s, honestly, upper 50s, also possible since we're getting so close to that mark between transitioning to 50s and 60s. Regarding temperatures tomorrow, maximum, really a pretty nice day. We're talking upper 70s. Let's go see here. Tomorrow night, temperatures here maybe a little warmer, but still kind of remaining in the lower 60s for the most part. Here moving into Wednesday, temperatures, once again, upper 70s is expected. And that following night, we're talking back down into the lower 60s, upper 50s. So pretty much the same for the next few days regarding temperatures. Precipitation for you is not really expected. You're pretty much far south enough to where rainfall is not going to be a concern for you. Snow not expected, obviously it's still too warm for that. And regarding the winds over the next day, pretty much mostly 5 to 10 miles an hour with wind gusts potentially up over 10 miles an hour. I wouldn't say any more than 15. But anyways, that's kind of what we are talking about. Let me reposition myself there. It's getting a little bit, my foot's starting to fall asleep there. But anyways, that's what's going on there. Let's go and see here. I'm super glad I found this truly awesome YouTube channel when I did. This is Travis. Well, thank you so much, Travis, for that. Very, 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 very generous of you. Thank you so much. Means a lot to see. LOL, thanks. Andrew says, Z, you're very, very welcome. Looks like so far Missouri, but just jumped on to LOL. Let's see. What about St. Louis? So St. Louis. Okay, I actually know where St. Louis is, so we really don't have to dive into this one too far. So I don't have to look this one up. So for St. Louis, regarding precipitation over the next little bit, honestly, it's possible we could get a little bit of rain, but any accumulation not really expected. Nothing too crazy. Snow, once again, a little too warm for that as of now. And those winds kind of around 10 max. Now, tonight, temperatures into the 40s, the lower 40s. Upper 30s possible here. Obviously, tomorrow's maximum lower 50s is expected, following by the lower 40s there. So honestly, yeah, I mean, those temperatures are going to be relatively the same, mostly 40s at nights and 50s during the day for the most part. It's going to get getting chilly in Ohio, Bert. Absolutely. Yep, it is getting a lot more cold. That is for sure here. Let's see here. Judith accidentally skipped over yours. Like I said, if I skip over yours, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. About 646. Let's across portions here up Illinois. Let's go ahead and switch on over here. So this is actually right here towards. Oh, this is just like north of Chicago. Okay, this is a pretty familiar area to me, so I know exactly what it's at. So we're going to go off of a place near Chicago, which I'm going to have to go off. Oh, man, there's really no good views I can show on the stream here. I got to zoom in here again for this one. So Chicago's up there. So obviously, here we go. So for tonight, temperatures is expected. Since you're by the lake, it's going to be a little bit more warmer. We're talking into the 30s for the most part, upper 30s, mid-upper 30s. Tomorrow, maximum, mid-40s, followed by tomorrow night temperatures here near freezing, kind of for you. Since you're a little bit more higher north, I'd say freezing's possible. Then obviously for Wednesday, temperatures here into the lower 40s. Then obviously following that for the next night, Wednesday night, into the mid-30s once again. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. Precipitation, not expected. Relatively dry for the most part for you. So you don't got to be worrying about that. Snow, same thing. Maximum wind gusts here, relatively calm, actually, for the most part. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see here. But that's kind of what we're looking at there. Let's see here. Megan's here. What's up? Hope you're doing all right. Anything for me in St. George? So, for you, Megan, we're going to take a look here over across the way. Let's see here. St. George. I look at Arizona. I said Utah. There we go. So there's St. George. So tonight's temperatures here into the lower 40s. Tomorrow maximum, lower 50s. Then the 40s for tomorrow night. Yeah, honestly, you're not even breaking that freezing point. Oh, until Wednesday night, though. It looks like Wednesday night we could break freezing, honestly. Let's see. Is my cat in here? Megan, I wanted to show you the cat, but the cat's not here right now. I don't know where the cat's at. Let me see if I can go find the cat real quick. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Gotta find the newest member. So, guys, I don't know if you guys are just tuning in, this is my new cat. I have adopted her. Look at her. Like, look at that face. She looks mad. She's like, really? You've already showed me 3 times this stream. Why do you gotta show me more? I just wanted to show you. So she's actually a new weather cat here. She's actually going to be part of the channel. Like I said, we are going to be doing a vote for her name, either between Stormy or Doppler. But I'm probably going to I might add more names if I think of them by the time we do that vote. Not sure when. But yeah, my new cat. I adopted her. But yeah, there you go, Megan. This is the cute little fur ball. But quickly will turn into destructiveness, because that's just what kittens do, you know? That's what they do. But anyways, but yeah, so that's the cat. Will be part of the channel now. Let's see, she's big mad. She really looked mad. She seriously did. Let's see, Megan said, I love Doppler. Yeah, she's really cute. Blondie says they're so cute. Yeah, very, very cute cat. But anyways, but once again, my friends, that's kind of what we're talking about. If there's any areas that you want me to look at before we head off tonight, let me know. Yeah, let us know. Like, so we're here for you. I just want to go ahead and show you guys the cat here because, obviously, I feel like I had to once again, because I have to, obviously have to do that for a new, for the new family member here. Let's see, Proxy has become a Category 3 member for 3 months. Proxy, you have done so much for the channel. Seriously, Proxy, thank you so much. Like I said, I say that all the time, but seriously, Proxy, thank you seriously. Very proud and honored to be a member and supporter, and I hope to be one for a very long time. Andrew, NW6 channel, and the mods, family all rock. Proxy, seriously, thank you so much. No, you do not have to do this. Seriously, you don't have to do all what you've done. Seriously, big shout out goes to you, though. Let's see here. St. Louis, Missouri, please. We just did St. Louis, so go back probably like 5 minutes and you'll see that. Let's see here. So Vezzer wants me to take a look here now at 21550. It shows Oakland, Maryland. I think this is the one we're going to have to go off of. Okay, so you, my friend, are pretty much on the far western stretch of Maryland for the most part. So, for you specifically, regarding the upcoming forecast, the temperatures is going to be breaking near freezing tonight. Let's go take a look here back at the forecast page here. So, regarding things for you, you can barely even see that. Of course, it has to be like one of those hard to reach areas. It's just a few of those areas that is right there on that line, which is very impossible to show. I'm gonna have to I don't know if I can zoom in over there. Okay, well, anyways, let's see here. Megan, thank you so much for that. Here we go, a donation coming in from Megan. Thank you seriously so much. Super, super generous of you. Thank you so much, Megan. You did not have to do that either. Big shout out goes to you guys. Thank you seriously so much. But yeah, so honestly, tonight, kind of towards freezing is expected, maybe a little bit above that. Tomorrow, maximum temperatures here into the lower 60s. Tomorrow night, not as cold, actually. So that's something to watch out here for as well. So that's just kind of what we're looking at. So maximum for Wednesday, we're kind of talking the mid-50s for the most part. So honestly, that's what we're seeing here. Any rain? Honestly, yeah, we could expect some rain here. Actually, over the next 48 hours, so the next 2 days. Potentially up to a few tenths of an inch, honestly. Be possible. Let's see, Blondie is a Category 1 hurricane for 2 months. Seriously, thank you so much. Blondie, you as well. Big shout out goes to you. That is seriously super, super generous of you. I am forever grateful for the chat and your information. Thank you, W16. You're very, very welcome, Blondie. Seriously, thank you seriously for that, you guys. Y'all absolutely rock. Blondie, Megan, Proxy. I mean, seriously, all of you guys, seriously, thank you so much. You guys seriously make this channel work. And like I said, seriously, it really helps us out. It really, really does. So once again, big, big thank you goes to that. Anyways, maximum wind gusts for portions of Western Maryland. Honestly, mostly calm for the most part. Actually, really not too bad. Anyways, but yeah. But once again, guys, thank you seriously so much. Let's see. Next up, Julie. Let's go and switch on back here to the radar view for 1 small second. But next up, we have Julie. Wanting me to look here at 28675 across portions here of Sparta, North Carolina. Okay, so you're right there, on the Virginia line, basically. Northwestern portions of North Carolina. So, with that being said, yeah, honestly, rain is kind of expected. It might even be raining right now, actually. But regarding for you, we're going to go off of, like I said, far northeastern portions here of North Carolina. Let's go ahead and switch on back here to the forecast view. I'm going to zoom this back out so we can actually see a little bit more. Anyway, so regardless of things, tonight here the temperatures are going to kind of get into the lower to mid-40s. Honestly, kind of is expected there. Tomorrow maximum temperatures really not too bad. Honestly, kind of around the 60s we are expecting. Tomorrow night here, honestly, I'd even say upper 40s is possible here. More towards the mountain ranges, maybe slightly cooler. I'd even say maybe even towards the mid 40s being expected there. Regarding precipitation over the next 2 days, I mean, you can see, honestly, I'd even say it's potentially we could see over half an inch of rain. Honestly, over 5/10 of an inch is actually possible. It really is definitely possible for that. So watch out for this here. Regarding any snow, not really expected. Let's see here. Lillian, thank you so much for Super Chat. Big shout out goes to you. Let's see, is Wausau, Wisconsin, any severe weather? So I can tell you right now, Lillian, there is no severe weather in the line for anybody in the United States. So we're looking good there. But once again, thank you so much, Lillian. You as well. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. And like I said, if you guys would like to support the channel, if you don't know how, look at the chat down below. If you see a little dollar sign, that's how people are doing these messages and stuff. But just know you do not have to do that. Just you guys being here and hanging out with us. Seriously, more than enough. So thank you all so much for that. Like I said, also we have our merchandise too. If you want to check all that, it's in the description. That's just a little preview of a lot of the stuff we have on our page here. But if you want to check all that out there. My cat is clawing at my foot. I guess she wants to say hi again. Are you still looking mad? Oh yeah, she still looks pretty. Look at that face, dude. How can you ever say no to that? I mean, come on. Look at that. She is an absolute baby. This is my cat, I tell you. She is definitely a keeper. I'm so glad I got her. She'll definitely be part of our family here. But absolutely. Let's see here. Knoxville says it's Rocco. All right, just gonna take a look here at Knoxville. You want me to take a look here at 37923. 37923. Cross portions of Knoxville, Tennessee. So obviously, I can tell you right now, it is raining. I'm sure you probably could tell. If you take a look at the radar view, you can see, Knoxville is obviously in the rainfall across the way there. For the most part, she's just hanging out with me. She's just chilling. But yeah, so obviously regarding rainfall, that is something that you got to watch out for. Definitely something you got to keep an eye out here for. So regarding things, like I said, obviously the Tennessee Valley has really got to watch out for stuff like that regarding rain. So anyways, moving on over here to the forecast for you on the eastern side for the most part. Once again, one of these areas that it's very hard to see there. But anyways, so towards the region here, towards Knoxville, you can see barely on the edge there. But it does look like we are going to be seeing, potentially over an inch of rainfall over the next 2 days. So watch out for that. Regarding that, temperatures here in tonight into the mid 40s. Tomorrow, actually up in the upper 60s, lower 70s being possible. Tomorrow night, not as cold. Actually, upper 50s is expected. Following by Wednesday during the daytime into the mid 60s, and Wednesday night down into the lower portions of the lower portions of the 50s is kind of expected, or the mid portion of the 50s, I should say. But anyways, that's kind of what we're looking at. Once again, anything snow, it's a little too warm for all that. It's a little bit too warm for all that, so looking pretty good. Wind gust, though, yeah, pretty much calm here for the most part. Relatively calm. So let's see, she's still mad. Oh, so cute. Yeah, she definitely looks pretty mad here. But she is the sweetest cat. She looks mad. She's probably not the happiest right now. She's refusing to look at the camera. She's like, no, I've already looked at this. You've already pointed me at this camera so many times today. But anyways, I'm going to be doing status updates, actually, on the channel. Whenever I do a live stream, I'm going to show her, growing up every time I do this, which I think will be pretty cool. Like I said, we're also, on the channel, we're going to be doing a vote to see, obviously, what name will be better. Like I said, between Stormy and Doppler, I seriously think that, honestly, I'm going to let you guys vote for that. I think they're both pretty good there. Let's go see. Brandy says, hello, glad to see you here. Well, you as well, Brandy. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. So several states in the West aren't covered in snow and below freezing temps. Yes, I thought they thought so. Anyways, please reply. Thanks, bro. I might subscribe. I don't know. So states here in the West aren't covered by snow. So here's the thing. So across portions here of the West, like I said, it really just depends how far west. It depends on where you're talking about here. Here's the snow that's expected. If you're talking about what's expected here, this is pretty much the map. Really, for places here in the mountain ranges, obviously towards Colorado, it's really kind of hard to see. Once again, right there on the far right-hand side. But anyway, so obviously those mountain ranges is going to be seeing some snow for the most part. But like I said, the north, that's kind of what I'm a little bit concerned about. This little clipper system is going to be moving through, potentially delivering 3+ inches to a lot of these places here. Anyways, but that is what we are talking about here. Let's see. Anti says, I'm back, guys. Well, what's up? Hope you're doing all right. But all right, my friends. Well, let's go see. I don't really see too many people anymore talking about the zip code. So let's see here. Before we head off here, I'm looking to see if we have any more. Lambert, I don't know. Did we just do Lambert? 379. No, I don't think we did, actually. Let's go do Lambert really quickly. So 79735. Cross portions here of Texas on the western side. Oh, this is near Fort Stockton. Okay, so this is right here on the far western side here for the most part. So for you, my friend, towards Fort Stockton, honestly pretty dry for the most part right now. Regarding temperatures here tonight, we're talking into the lower 50s for the most part. Tomorrow maximum into the lower 70s, honestly being possible. Tomorrow night we're talking into the mid 50s, kind of a range there. So honestly, kind of 50s at night is kind of expected there, as we've seen And during the daytime, honestly, kind of around the 60s, this upper 60s to 70s is expected. Precipitation over the next 2 days, it's possible we could get up to a few tenths of an inch. Watch out for maybe a little bit of rainfall, but nothing too crazy in accumulations. Snowfall, nope, too early for that. Same thing for ice. And maximum wind gusts could potentially get up to maybe, who knows, maybe around 10 to 20 miles an hour in regarding to those gusts. For you specifically. Let's go ahead and see here. Blondie wants me to take a look here at, let's see, we're going to take a look here at Blondie's 12303, 12303, cross portions here of New York. Okay, this is actually right here towards Albany, so we're going to switch on over here to the north. We're going to go more local. There towards Albany. Perfect. Okay, so here tonight, temperatures are kind of expected in the mid-30s. Tomorrow, they're in the daytime, mid-50s. Tomorrow night's actually warmer, upper 40s is expected. Here for Wednesday, maximum, honestly, even cooler than tomorrow night's temperatures. Actually, a little bit lower, but still kind of in the upper 40s expected there. The following night is going to be colder. For Wednesday night, we're talking freezing temperatures, honestly. Into the upper 20s, lower 30s is kind of expected. Precipitation is possible, actually potentially up to an inch across some of those regions there. Snowfall, not really much expected. There's a little patch just north of you that maybe could see a little bit of snow, but nothing really too crazy. So for you specifically, no snow is expected. No ice either. And regarding those winds here at maximum for the next day, could potentially get up to 20 miles an hour for the most part. But that is for you. That's for you, my friend. That is indeed what we are talking about here. That is what we are seeing here. Let's go see. Julie is. Julie's not happy. We'll see you later, Julie. Let's go ahead and see here. Next up, let's go and see here. Criminy Cricket says, "Hey, Andrew, just joining. Hope you're feeling better." I am feeling better today, actually. It was just that one day. I just started feeling pretty bad. I just got pretty lightheaded and all kinds of stuff like that. But absolutely. But anyways, that is what we're talking about. See, Julie says, talking about the truth about severe weather. Unless someone subscribes, and you should do this. People's lives are not a game. I understand that. And that's the point of the channel. You know, honestly, that is what we do. We help protect you. And I can even show you specifically, like I said, no severe weather is in the forecast. And if you've ever heard of the Storm Prediction Center, you'll see here, there is nothing on the category outlook here. For today, generalized thunderstorm threat. No severe thunderstorms is expected. Same thing tomorrow, generalized thunderstorms here. Following day after that. And the extended range, there is nothing talking about the Storm Prediction Center. So there's nothing on the severe end is expected. So, Julie, just calm down. It's okay. It's honestly fine. Like I said, obviously, we're here for you. We do these live streams for you guys to help you guys prepare. We make sure that you guys are obviously staying safe. Let's go and see here. Let's see here. Andrew, do I see anything happening for 63116? Let's see here. So 63116 cross portions here of St. Louis, Missouri. So we actually looked at St. Louis here a little bit ago. If we switch on over here, back in Missouri, we're actually going to move this back to the forecast, so it's a little bit more easier to read here. Anyways, for Missouri, St. Louis region, tonight, not breaking freezing. We're talking actually into the lower 40s for the most part here. Obviously into the, like I said, obviously for portions in the lower 50s for the most part. Obviously tomorrow night into the the lower 40s is kind of expected here for the most part. Now regarding the precipitation, like I said, it's possible we could see a few tenths of an inch being possible. No snow for the most part, no ice, and the maximum wind gust here is honestly around 10 miles an hour. Let's see here. And it freezes and gets cold enough, right? Okay, have a good day. Oh. All right, Julie. Well, that's your choice. Honestly, what you do on this channel is not going to affect me in any way. So if you want to leave, go ahead. Honestly. But we do not need that negativity here, honestly. Like I said, seriously, we're here to help you guys be prepared for these systems. We don't need any of that crap. Okay, so just, Jolie, just get out, honestly. If you're going to be like that, if you're really going to be a Karen about this, just get out. I mean, no one wants you here, Jolie. I mean, seriously, at this point, if you're just going to be here just to be all negative, just get out. I am here to help you guys be prepared for this. And that's what I've been doing. That's what the whole channel's about. I've been here with you guys during these severe weather outbreaks. And Julie, if you have actually looked back, you would see that. But anyways, let's go ahead and see here. but that is indeed what we're looking at. But anyways, my friends, but sorry about that. Like I said, we're going to have those people. I mean, there's unfortunately negative people in the world, but all we can do is just move on. You know, honestly, that's just how life is. I mean, really, it's how it is. Kermit Cricket says, good vibes only. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree with that 100%. But anyways, my friends, like I said, I feel like we've done a pretty good job tonight here regarding the overall view. We've been live here for about an hour, so I think we are going to head off here. Like I said, today was just a zip code forecast regarding, specific areas regarding everything like that. And all right, my friends. Well, once again, if you have any questions, even off the stream, feel free to reach out to me on my Discord and everything like that. Before we go ahead and move on over here, I want to go ahead and show you guys the merch here really, really quickly, just to show you guys how cool the things are on the item shop. If you guys do want to take a look at this here, obviously we have ourselves our cool stuff. Like I said, our new limited shirts here. Links are in the description if you guys want to take a look at that. For the most part, happy holidays, let us know shirts, end of hurricane season shirt and stuff like that, or hoodie, all kinds of really cool stuff. If you want to check all that out, links are in the description. It'll help us out directly, be greatly appreciated. And all right. Let's see here. Thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome, Megan. Absolutely. Let's see here. Lockie says, see you, Andrew. Good night, you as well. Thank you for joining us. See, I hope I get snow on Thursday, says Caden. We'll see. Depends on where you're at, Caden. But Proxy says, Andrew, you're doing a great job. Don't listen to negative folks. I tell you otherwise. Absolutely. You just got to keep on moving, Proxy. That's just how you do it. But all right. Let's go see. Thank you, everyone. I love y'all. You as well, Megan. Thank you so much. And all right, hope you all have an amazing rest of your night. I'll probably catch you guys tomorrow for something. Not exactly sure what we're going to be doing tomorrow, but we'll figure that out. Honestly, we'll figure that out. We'll probably do another update here regarding the overall weather patterns and stuff like that. So, and if there's anything, like I said, honestly, yeah, we probably do need to go live to talk about more of the snow across the north, and obviously this rain situation could cause some flooding. So we're going to have to watch out for that. But alrighty, my friends. Well, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Hope you guys have a good day at work or school or whatever you're doing tomorrow. Hope everyone is doing all right. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. All right, my friends. Thank you all so much for joining us. And we'll catch you guys here in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Wednesday, east-northeast winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to around 20 knots. Bay waters a moderate chop. Wednesday night through Thursday night, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots with gusts to around 20 knots. Bay waters a moderate chop. Friday, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay waters a light chop. Friday night, northeast winds 5 to 10 knots becoming north after midnight. Bay waters a light chop. Saturday, north and northwest winds 5 to 10 knots becoming east in the evening. Bay waters a light chop. Saturday night, east-northeast winds around 5 knots becoming north-northwest late in the evening. Bay waters smooth. The tropical weather outlook. Issued at 8:29 p.m. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, special tropical weather outlook issued to discuss the potential for subtropical development this week over the Central Atlantic. Central Subtropical Atlantic, a large and complex area of low pressure located over the Central Subtropical Atlantic about 800 miles northeast of the northern Leeward Islands, continues to produce a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear conducive for the system to acquire some subtropical or tropical characteristics while it meanders generally northeastward during the next few days. By Friday, the low is expected to move over cooler waters and interact with the mid-latitude trough, limiting potential of tropical transition after the time. Additional information on the system, including gale warnings, can be found in high seas forecasts issued by the National Weather Service. The next special tropical weather outlook on the system will be issued by 9 a.m. Tuesday, or earlier, if necessary. Formation chance through 48 hours, medium, 40%. Formation chance through 5 days, medium, 50%. This is the voice of the National Weather Service, NOAA Weather